It's January, and it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie too. Don't get scared now. Hey there guys, how are you? And let's talk about this. Before we dive into Split, I wanted to let you guys know that this review is brought to you by Full Sail University. If you're watching this video right now, I would assume that you like movies, and some of you one day want to work in the film industry. And if any of you do and you participate in an over-the-top remake, come to me, I have some great ideas for a phenomenal plot. We'll talk about that another time. And if you're not sure which route to take, Full Sail might be the right option for you. And you get hands-on experience with professional equipment. The campus undergraduate program introduces you into various roles in filmmaking, so you can decide if you want to be a writer, a director, or a camera operator. Full Sail grads have went on to work on such films like The Avengers Age of Ultron and Jurassic World. If you want more info on these film degree programs and how to get started, check this out right here, fullsail.edu/YouTube, link down below. Split is a psychological thriller starring James McAvoy, who suffers from split personality disorder. And in this movie, James McAvoy's character has 23 different personalities. It was a little bit reminiscent to the movie Identity. Have you guys ever seen that starring John Cusack? It's pretty good. And a few of those identities swirling around in his melon one day decide to abduct 3 girls. The purpose? Well, I can't tell you that. Now let's talk about James McAvoy's performance in this movie. He has 23 different personalities. You don't see all of them, you see a majority of them, and as an actor, you would almost assume that this would be the dream role because you get to play all these different characters in one movie. There are scenes in this movie where James McAvoy goes from playing a 10-year-old little boy with a lisp to a sterile, cold badass.
My name's Hedwig, and I have blue socks. I just ate a hot dog.
He is coming, and you do have a purpose. Yeah, it goes like that. That was my acting ability right there. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments section. Now, like I said, he does have 23 different personalities, and some of them seem a little bit stereotypical to say the least. Like the little kid character Hedwig, he talks with a lisp.
My name's Hedwig, and I have a Batman doll.
It's very over the top. It's almost overacted to some extent. And he also has other flamboyant characters, and you're just like, it's kind of a stereotype. And in all fairness to the movie, there are a few scenes where he interlaces 2 different personalities because he's trying to hide one or pretend like he's not really that personality at that time. And I thought that was interesting. But as far as his various personalities go, I really enjoyed a lot of them. I liked how they had little traits of their own, like one of them is a clean freak that always wants to clean things, and he's a germaphobe. And the best thing about it, and the most clever thing is, all these little things add up by the end of the movie, essentially giving you the backstory of this character, and I liked how those things actually mattered by the end of the movie. And there are a few scenes in this movie, very bizarre, creepy scenes, where James McAvoy gives a great performance, and I want to talk about one of them. It's not even a spoiler, but I just don't even, just watch the movie. It's kind of like a dance scene thing. I loved it. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. This movie is directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And sometimes throughout his career, you watch things that this man has made or written and you think, what the fuck were you thinking, dude? It's almost incomprehensible to me because this man clearly has talent, but sometimes he just loses his mind. I'm just gonna go with that. Now let's quickly talk about some of the supporting characters in this movie, and the main one is played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and she's one of the abducted girls that James McAvoy's character kidnaps for a certain purpose, which I can't talk about. But as far as her performance goes, she was very calm and collective throughout the movie, almost somber at times. My only complaint with her character in this movie is her character has a lot of flashback sequences throughout the film. And I get what they're doing, they're trying to give her character some backstory, but it almost felt unnecessary, and it tried a little bit too hard at times to be very dark and grotesque. And for the most part, a lot of these flashback sequences just pop up at the most random times. You're just like, I was enjoying the movie, why did we have to do that? Now let's talk about the psychiatrist character in the film. In this movie, James McAvoy's character sees a psychiatrist, and he's been seeing the same psychiatrist for years, and she's the only psychiatrist in the group of psychiatrists that get together or whatever they randomly do on Skype in this movie. She's the only one who truly believes that he's suffering from this magnitude of split personality disorder. Now, I'm not an expert on psychiatrists. I'm a singer and a dancer. Actually, I'm neither one of those things either. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos and watches movies. But essentially, this is the worst psychiatrist I've ever seen in a movie. Because in this movie, the way that this character is written, her lack of common sense and her blindness to seeing these red flags being thrown up by this character with 23 different personalities, it's almost frustrating at times how stupid she is. I think had they written the character better and maybe cast a better actress, it would have maybe helped the movie out, but I wasn't a fan. But you know what I really enjoyed about this movie? The cinematography and the way that the movie looked. This is a great looking movie. Even in small environments or small rooms, they still use wide shots, and there's something about the scope of a wide shot that just really immerses you into that environment, and I loved it. And also, there's some really good camera work in this movie because there's shots where you see a character and it suddenly turns into a POV shot to give you a perspective of what they're seeing or what they're doing. And the way that they transitioned into those POV shots, it was very subtle and you bought into it and it didn't seem gimmicky. So here are my final flicking thoughts on the movie Split. This is a pretty good movie. It's a phenomenal January movie, and James McAvoy's performance, top notch. He steals the entire movie. Every scene that he's in, I was like, that's awesome. And I love the split personalities. Well, I love most of them. I really loved Hedwig.
My name's Hedwig, and I'm about to review this movie.
I can't stop doing it. I've been doing it for a week now. But as far as some of the supporting characters go and some of the flashback sequences, I thought it really slowed the movie down. And before I give you my grade on this film, I have to mention this. No spoilers. Do not worry. I'm not going to spoil anything. Okay? Everyone calm down. What I'm about to say, I need to tell you. Once again, no spoilers. But going into this movie, I knew the ending to the movie. I knew every minute detail of how this movie ended. And I can say this with 100% honesty. Knowing the ending of this movie, when you go to watch the movie, makes it a better movie. Or at least for me, it did. Alright, so that's all I'm going to say about the ending to this movie. The movie's already been out a few weeks. I'm sure 99% of you already know the ending to the movie. But either way, I really enjoyed the movie. And knowing the ending does make it more enjoyable. Or at least for me, it did. Okay, I have to do this one more time. So Hedwig, what would you give the movie? I give the movie a B! I'm gonna give the movie Split a B. I really enjoyed the movie. It's not a perfect movie, and it does have some issues, but I think it's a great psychological thriller, and M. Night Shyamalan, he's back for now. That's my take on the movie Split. Now here's my question for you guys, and let me know down below what you guys think about this movie, or what is your favorite psychological thriller of all time? And by the way, if you haven't already, make sure you watch my top 10 worst and my top 10 best movies of 2016. Links to those videos are down below, or stay tuned until after the video and click the giant thumbnail. That's the easiest way. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. That way, I can see you next time.